Hey everybody, welcome back to Around the Emirates podcast, Sara Mousa, where I speak to guests from across UAE about topics you want to hear about. Today I'm joined by the lovely Dana Adis. Hi Dana.
Hi. Hi, Sarah. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you so much for joining me today. So I've invited Dana Adis to be on my show because she has started her own jewelry line. So cool. Please tell me your story and what got you started.
Um, what got me started? I've always loved jewelry. I used to hang out with my grandmother and sit with her jewelry box and just try them on as a little girl. And then I did the same with my mom. And so jewelry's always played such an important role in my life. I love the way I get to express myself through my jewelry. And over the years, I've had lots of friends who are jewelry designers, and they've always pushed me to start my own. And I listened finally a few years ago. And yeah, that's basically how I got started.
That's so cool. So tell me the meaning behind this jewelry line. What exactly drew you to this type of jewelry line specifically?
So it's in two parts. I love working with stones and the healing energy of stones. I'm also a yoga teacher, and I've spent a lot of time just working with the physical body and the spirit. And the other part of it is I believe that we inherit pieces from loved ones, grandparents or parents. And sometimes they don't really speak to us, but the sentimental value is so huge that they sit in a box somewhere hidden in a drawer, that we don't know what to do with them. We don't wear them because they're really not our style. And so one of the things I love to do is transform these heirlooms into pieces that are wearable by the individual. So one of the things I love saying is that we keep our jewelry safe. We never own it. We just keep it safe for the next generation.
I love that. I love the fact that you're connecting something like you're connecting the generations through something so precious and something that will last a lifetime if you take care of it and if you keep it safe. And I love the spiritual connection as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
It's such a beautiful story. But of course, creating this type of company, especially when it comes to having something that will kind of go across generations, what kind of challenges did that come with?
The challenges are my own making, creative blocks or not having enough confidence to go out and do it. And then when you actually put yourself out there and then you do it, you kind of get out of your own way and the results are beautiful. So I think, the biggest challenges that I've ever faced with anything is myself.
I see. I see. And to have to face yourself is the biggest challenge of all in life, right? You are your own worst critic. You are your own devil's advocate. You always have to make sure that you push your own mental state in order to achieve what you want to achieve. And I think it's really important for you to share that message on the show today is that just because like you are the main person, that just because you have a negative thought about what you're doing does not mean that you can't push past that. And I think that's really cool. What would you say is your favorite thing about your company?
I think my absolute favorite thing are the connections I make with the people I work with. It's getting to know the individual, getting to know their personal style, getting to know their story, their relationship with the jewelry. And it's all about transformation. I think transformation is so huge. We as human beings grow. If we stagnate, then there isn't growth and we're not evolving and fulfilling our greatest potential. So I get to do that with jewelry. And yeah, that's my favorite piece is the connection with, the human connection. And then seeing people wear pieces that have been hidden away for so many years. And then they're like, oh my gosh, and there's small tweaks, they don't have to be really big tweaks. You change the bail from the middle and you put two hooks on the side and it turns into the piece that you can wear. One of my favorite things are taking earrings, and turning them into necklaces. And so I've done that with me and my sister. We took, our mother gave us some earrings and, now we wear them as necklaces. We have one each.
So cute. I'm gonna start crying. Wow, that's actually so sweet. But that's amazing. Well, thank you very much for sharing your story today. I was wondering if you have a last bit of word of advice for listeners.
Just do it. Like whatever it is just put yourself out there and, incredible things happen once we just, yeah, just put ourselves out there. A thing that I love saying to other people, and it's so true, is that you wouldn't say that to your best friend, whatever It is. And we're so harsh on our own selves that, yeah, that's it, basically. That's what my message is. It's just go out and do it and be very, very kind and gentle. Trust your process and have fun.
I love the trust your process. That's very good. It's like just, whatever is meant to happen to you will happen for you. So just allow it to happen, trust the process. Don't necessarily fight it, but also learn from it. So I do appreciate that. Thank you so much for speaking to me today, Dana.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.